Hello, this is the presentation about Egyptians and what they contributed to today's society. They had a written language. The ancient Egyptians used symbols as a form of written word. Hieroglyphics offer a complex language that got even more and more advanced through Egyptian times. So if you look over here, you can see these two birds right here. Okay. And then if you look down here, that bird shows up again. So it's almost like that bird represented something that was repeated. He's down on the bottom here and he's down on the bottom here, almost like we would have two letters together. And then up here you see a zigzag, 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 and then another zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. And then you have a bird on top of an eye shape. So this made sense to them. This was the first time anyone had written anything down onto something to communicate something on a piece of paper or whatever they were on, probably a piece of wood. So that's the first thing they gave us is written language. This is Cleopatra. She was a queen, and she looks beautiful because of her eye makeup. They made eye makeup. They used henna to paint their nails and dye their hair. She has super black hair. They had eyeliner. They made this makeup with paint and they applied it with a brush, just like we do today. So you can thank the Egyptians for makeup. Dams. They built dams to prevent the water from the Nile from flooding their homes. So their homes were on one side and the Nile kept flooding over. So they built a dam to hold it back. This is a tremendous feat. In other words, it was a very big project and they had to do this all by hand. They did not have big machines back then, guys. They did everything with human hands and the rocks themselves. The calendar. They had a calendar back then that had the same number of days as ours, 365, but they are divided into a 3-week period. So you can see 1 week, 2 week, and then 3 week. And then they had weekends at the end that they could be enjoyed by the royalty. So that it kind of looks like ours. The fact that it's in blocks and it's in rows and columns, it looks like ours. And if this is their to-do list, they've got a lot of stuff going on the bottom there. They invented or they created bowling. So if you look at the bowling ball in her hand, it is the same shape and it looks like it's made out of a pretty solid material, made out of like a rock type thing. And they bowled. Instead of bowling 10 pins down, though, they did, the ball had to roll into a hole. And the last thing that I have on here is that they domesticated cats. In other words, they treated cats like pets, and that was something unique. Back in this time period, people did not put cats in their home, and the Egyptians said, yes, we are. And they worshiped them as gods, and some of them were buried in their big pyramids with their domesticated animals. So they were very loved by these animals, and the animals loved them. So these are the 6 things you should have written under ancient Egypt. You're trying to figure out which one of these groups, ancient Egypt, the Romans, the ancient Greece, Kingdom of Kush, Mesopotamia, and Mesoamerica. Which one of those do you believe is the best for leaving us the coolest stuff? Like, which one of those do you think should rank the highest for creating the best stuff that we still use today?